UMAHI blows hot and gives unknown gunmen and others ultimatum to surrender their weapons. The governor of Ebonyi State, Chief David UMAHI, on Thursday gave next month, June 2021, as the deadline for bandits, unknown gunmen, and other criminals in the state to surrender their weapons or risk being prosecuted by the agencies. UMAHI tasked criminals to surrender their weapons to get a serious empowerment from the state, but a failure to obey the order will attract immediate prosecution and clamp down by the security operatives, including Ebube Agu. The government made this known at Eza Model Secondary School in Eza LGA during the Ebonyi Central Zone Grand Finale of the 2021 Governor Davis Umweze UMAHI's annual school reports. According to him, I continue to ask them, criminals, to surrender and then come and get empowerment. By the first week of June, those who have not surrendered we will allow the security agencies to do their work. So I continue to insist that they should come forward to be profiled and empowered. UMAHI also identified charm makers and sellers of hard drugs as some of the problem bedeviling the youths. We need to identify those who are selling hard drugs. It is another problem. Remove these two and our children are the best. You add these two, our children do not know who is who, he said. That is true. The governor also commended efforts of the chairman of the League of the 4 local government that make up Ebonyi Central Zone, saying, "Let me thank my local government chairman for the issue of security. Some of you are doing extremely well." He frowned at the killing of security agencies and wondered why they should be killed, and when they are neither the problem of the agitation or the reason the Southeast are being marginalized. UMAHI also, let's read that again. He frowned at the killings, okay, yes, we should not kill people, of course, of security agencies and wondered why they should be killed when they are neither the problem of the agitation, yes, they are, and the reason Southeast are being marginalized, yes, they are. Because if you're a security agency, you enforce the law. You are basically the middleman between the law and the people. And so obviously, if you're helping and you're using laws that will help the people, well, help the government marginalize the people and treat them unfairly, then you are part of the problem. Excuse me. Maybe you need to go back and reevaluate what is going on. UMAHI also reiterated his commitments to see the completion of the international airport by December 2021 and equally promised to commence the dualization of the road that is going to cross Onweke before December also. All right. To be honest, this is all a load of, in my opinion, jargon. Because first of all, not even trying to hold security agencies accountable for their contribution to, why agitations are here in the first place. Because to be honest, they are the closest contact we have to the government because they enforce the law. They are public relations officers. They are public health. No, how do you say? They're public officers who are there to serve the people. And with the atrocities they commit on a daily basis, not to even try and include them or give them some sort of, or add them or just make them have responsibility. And when you say, oh my gosh, so tactless. I mean, when you say you're given an ultimatum, you are the governor. You can decide right now, I'm just going to go and fish you all out and prosecute you guys. Why are you giving them a deadline? And the fact he says that if you surrender by June, you'll be profiled and empowered. What does that mean? So why would a gunman want to be profiled and then empowered? To them, it's like, okay, fine. They're actually going to take record of the fact that there's no anonymity to this. So why would they ever do that in the first place? You're telling them your plans so they can one-up you. How does that make sense? And then you're telling them, oh, I give you a deadline to like, what? Like, I give you a deadline. Like, what kind of deadline? If you're giving a deadline, you're giving them more power, you're giving them more leverage to do what they want to do, or try to sort of put them in the right, It's like, who do you think that they are? And you want to empower them? Like, are we becoming a northern country? I mean, a northern state? Is this what we're going to adopt? It does not make sense. It is highly embarrassing, highly unintelligent, and very disappointing from a southeastern governor. I mean, to be honest, you don't hold security agencies accountable. You then switch the levels of power by giving gunmen time to surrender their arms. Huh? How does that even make sense? Because to be honest, if you had a proper intelligence team, if you really invested in the intelligence team of the country, that is literally all you need of your state. If you invested in that, then this drug situation, it would be easy to contact. Absolutely. It would be easy to trace. It would, if you knew who you're selling the drug, obviously we know that, okay, fine. Adults can literally get drugs and sell to children. Of course, we understand, okay, fine, if you're not up to 18, you can't purchase these drugs. We get it. But then it's like, if you actually control who it's being sold to, and you increase the taxes, because it's not a good product anyway, drugs. So even if there's hard drugs in the country, I even think that you can even go to jail for that. But even for some other drugs that are literally like easily accessible, you have to tax them. They have to be very expensive. Why? So that you can actually diminish the demand for consuming products that are dangerous like that. Listen, it's not that. But then again, if you're going to make it complicated and not actually do your job, then obviously it will seem like it's a big feat. Of course, being a governor is not easy, but then again, it's just like, come on. You have the resources. I mean, to be honest, I from reading the article, it seems like as if he had more excitement about the opening of the international airport than anything else, to be honest. So yeah, that's just it. Someone says, David Umalila Malam, you are a cow, soon maggot will feed on you. Someone says, you have missed the intelligence of handling the matter. As such, you have provoked more insecurity in the land. Just watch and see what your order will result to as an intelligent man. Highly intelligent, spitting and giving out a load of jargon, it doesn't make sense. And I just know that they know, whoever wrote the speech and the governor himself, they know it doesn't make sense. But to be honest, just to put something out there to make it seem like as if, just to form activity, they just do that, It won't cost them anything. Someone says, in as much as I hate and disprove the activities of the unknown gunmen, I would like to ask Umaru, when the Fulani headsmen were terrorizing indigenes of his state, did he ever issue any ultimatum for them to surrender their weapons? Why were you unable to do that? Well, I don't even think he reacted. But at least it's a solution. Like, he didn't even react. Nothing happened. People were dying. Even when there was sufficient evidence, in some cases, of evidence to prove that this specific herdsman has committed this atrocity, the person, they will never still get prosecuted. So again, who are you talking to? Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.